Here it is, my review of The Legend of Korra Season 4, Episode 3, titled The Coronation. So right off the bat with this episode, the Republic City president here. This dude thinks that Kuvira is just gonna step down from that position and let Prince Wu take over. And the reason he thinks this is because Kuvira gave her word to him. Her word to him. Mr. President, are you stupid? Mr. President, are you buffoon? Mr. President, what were you thinking? Were you smoking crack at the time when you got that word? Because that was really terrible. Like, really? For real? Like, you just, cause she just gave her your word and that was it? And you're like, yeah, she's gonna do it. Now, come on now. You don't give someone that amount of power and expect them to just step down just like that. Come on, man. Come on, man. So yeah, she's not stepping down from power. As we see in this freaking episode right here at the Coronation, she just announced that. She's like, I'm taking over. You can't tell her nothing. Ha ha. Kuvira doesn't like the old customs of a king or queen or anything like that, so she's trying to X all that crap out. It's not even the Earth freaking kingdom anymore. She changed this into the Earth freaking empire. And if anyone stands in their way, they will be crushed with an iron fist. And no one can really oppose this, really, because one, the people are on their side, actually. It seems like no one really likes Prince Wu, and for good reasons. And two, because apparently their metal that they have, they're trading with other people and they all want it. So it's kind of like they have leverage within like this kind of system here. Again, kind of just messed up there, giving her too much freaking power. And the thing is, after the whole coronation, Bolin was actually really concerned about the consequences of her actions here. But Kuvira kind of calms him down and tells him, like, everything's going to be fine. I need your support. You need to be here with me. I need you more than ever. Let's make history. And yeah, they are kind of making history right now by just taking over the whole Earth nation, basically. And Bolin does calm down and actually decides to still be with her, be down for the cause. And that's when Su Yin comes in. And basically, Kuvira tells her, yeah, you didn't really do anything when all this crap was going down. I had to take the lead. I stepped up. I did what I had to do. Nobody can cover for me. Believe me. Believe me. And not only did Kuvira say that, but Kuvira also said that, you know, you better watch out for Zafu because I'm coming for that next, son. My God, what are you gonna do, Su Yin? Because she going over there, she gonna take over. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. But going back to Bolin, Mako and Bolin had like an interesting conversation because Bolin is on the side of Kuvira and Mako is on the side of Prince Wu. And the thing is, what Bolin was saying to Mako kind of considers it for the fact that, well, you know, Prince Wu isn't really much of a ruler. Could he really get the job done? Mako doesn't believe so. I mean, really, the way they're about to do this was kind of stupid anyways, because you're gonna let him rule, but they're gonna have, like, you know, other councilmen and other people there to kind of guide him and make decisions and everything. So it's like, you can kind of get in the same situation that they did way back when in just the regular Avatar series, where basically the Earth freaking King is a puppet to the people that's actually running the show. And we saw how good that worked out, right? So it's interesting how they kind of like put that out there though, is because it's like, it's still, like, regardless who's ruling, it's still gonna be kind of bad, you know? Prince Wu is just immature and isn't ready to rule a whole freaking nation. And Kuvira's a very power-hungry person, and it's dangerous for someone like her to be ruling over everybody. So you're not really winning in any of these situations here. So the other part of this episode deals with Korra and Toph. Toph does decide to actually train Korra here, and her training is not easy. Some say it's pretty tough. And yeah, Toph, even though she's old, is beating the crap out of Korra. Also, when it comes to Toph, this is one of my favorite lines that she said in this episode, because she said a lot of things, a lot of one-liners, zingers. It's just, she's funny. She's just really funny. So she was beating down Korra, and she's like, man, just imagine if I was in my prime, I would destroy you. I was like, wow, like, oh yeah, you probably would be destroyed right now. You probably turned to dust, son. But the thing here is, as they're fighting and everything, Toph actually explains to her that there are still some traces of metal inside you. So after hearing that, I was like, oh my God, oh snap. So see? So that's why you're freaking still weak right now. So it really is still inside you. So you didn't get all the metal out of you. Toph even says that, you know, she was never really that great when it comes to metal bending in the first place. So the thing is, seeing Korra now knows this, she's like, can you like bend it out of me? And so Toph proceeds to try to do that. But the problem is, it seems as though Korra is kind of like resisting this. And so as Korra is kind of resisting this, Toph pretty much tells her, well, you need to stop resisting this. It seems as though maybe you don't want to get any better. Because if you're not any better, you don't have to do any of your Avatar duties. And if that's really the case, this is actually very interesting because we know Korra. Korra always wanted to become the Avatar. She always wanted to have these duties. She was actually the complete opposite when it came to Aang. Because remember, Aang didn't really want to become the Avatar at first. So it's kind of interesting now that with that life-threatening thing that happened to her last season, now she's just very skittish about it, possibly. I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't want to still be the Avatar at this point in time, because she almost died doing her duty. So it's just kind of interesting that she said that. Another thing that Toph actually said to her that was actually pretty interesting as well is the fact that when Korra was all talking how she needs to go back to doing her Avatar duties because the Avatar is needed, Toph is like, well, it's not really, it's pointless. What's the point of actually doing this? And her reasoning behind it is because when she was, you know, part of the police force and was cracking down on crime, trying to erase crime and all that, crime never disappeared. You know, evil is still there, and evil will always persist. So pretty much she's saying that it's all pointless at the end of the day. But that's a bad way to actually look at it like that, though, Toph. Because if you don't try at all, it's just more evil will continue to happen, more crime will continue to happen. I mean, someone has to try to stop it. And all you can really do at the end of the day is try to minimize it. Because you're never really gonna stop crime 100%. It never will just fade away like that. And the Avatar is still needed in this time because things are still going down. Alright. Also, one other thing with Toph as well with this episode, because Toph did a lot of stuff. With Toph being in the foggy swamp, apparently with all the vines around there and everything, it's pretty much connected all over the world. Because you know how the spirits and all the vines are everywhere, Toph can actually see literally everything. And that is pretty freaking awesome. So she's really connected with nature at this point in time. So I'm curious of what Korra is going to try to do here. She could try to actually metal bend the stuff out of herself because she is a metal bender, but I don't know if she's going to be able to do it herself because she is resisting it. She has a lot of inner struggle going on here. That's why she kept manifesting herself in the Avatar state, which is, again, Rava there. And Rava's trying to connect back with her, but she, again, resisting it. So I'm just curious how exactly she's going to get better. And the last things that happen in this episode is apparently Tensen's going to send Milo, Ikki, and Jinora to go find Korra. Varkin's episode, apparently this dude's on a new invention and he's messing with like a spirit branch and he's putting it inside this like tube thing. And I don't know exactly what he's doing. I'm assuming he might be trying to like power something using like maybe spirit energy from the spirit trunk. I don't know. That's my best guess, honestly. And what is it exactly for? We don't really know because it just ends off abruptly at the end. So we're just going to have to see what's going to happen next in the next episode. So I do worry about Bone Land because he seems to just be wrapped around Kuvira. Hopefully he can break that chain and see that this girl freaking, hey, whoa! I'm curious how Prince Wu is going to change as well because Mako had to kind of talk real with him in this episode, and hopefully this will make him understand that he needs to become a better king and this and that and the other thing. So I look forward to his development. And I just gotta say, they really have the essence of Toph's character down pat. You know, even though she's old, I mean, we know this is Toph. Like, it's just really good. It's like her character design, her voice. It's really, really on point here. It really is. So overall, this was a really good episode. I really enjoyed this episode. This was really, really nice, and I just can't wait to see more.